4 years.
Boston?
Yes.
How did you get to Boston?
How was she?
I went for a vacation actually. Then I went to this school, my cousin's school, and they were having these IQ tests and everything. And the counselor was like, "Oh, go in. Why don't you give one as well?" I gave it. I apparently did well, and
I'm not sure if she knows how tests work, but in case there's an exam happening, no one just says, "Go in, you also write the test and come back." He's walking through the street and he's like, "Oh, there's a IPS exam. Go write and come. It's fine." Hi again. Welcome back. It's another reaction video. A lot of you guys liked the last one. So today, I'm not reacting to boring Karan anymore. I am reacting to a lovely woman who's really kind, who's called Simi Garewal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correct, but this is going to be a good one. So subscribe now. We have 400,000 followers on Instagram. We're trying to hit 100k, so help us out, please. So this one is with Priyanka Chopra, India's most desirable.
Priyanka, you can't complain that you don't get women-oriented roles in cinema and things like that.
Not at all. I never have complained. I've been very, very lucky to be able to do all kinds of films, and I've been told that if you don't do it, no one else can and won't make the film. And I guess I'm blessed.
So let's see how the balance book looks.
Okay.
The triumphs are there. Many triumphs.
God's been kind.
Any disillusionments on the way?
The disillusionments come from, I think, the pressure.
What is the pressure?
Disillusions in this context, it means which is like any dissatisfactions, or whenever you feel like if there's something which is bothering you. Let's continue.
Sure.
I'm very competitive.
Because
I'm a very bad loser. Oh my god, I'm the worst
Are
loser.
you really? I wouldn't have thought.
In
but you're so
games,
sporty.
I punch people if I lose
What the?
in a game.
Okay, this is the type of... Some people you can just tell that they are very bad losers. Bad loser basically means a person, when they lose, they are the worst. They like cry out and they just hate everyone. They hate everyone. But Priyanka, I've always known that she's been a bad loser. You can just tell from the way how they present themselves, isn't it? But yeah.
Glad you told.
Something more interesting.
Seen quite a few downs, and you still didn't give up. So what was that one strength from within that kept you going?
That I hate losing.
Thank you so much.
No. Boring. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Is that Mukesh Ambani? You know what we're watching?
Speak so I can see your soul.
Is that what the intro is? No way, right? That's not the intro. What the
In their first interview together, I'm proud to welcome Mukesh and Neeta Ambani.
Just let your thoughts, your dreams unfold. Let's talk of love, of tales untold. Speak so I can see your soul. Speak so I can see your soul.
Oh, man. Oh, this hurts to watch. Imagine if I just started all my videos like, speak what's into your soul. Yeah, no.
Hi Mukesh, I am delighted to have you here. Thank you for coming on my show.
Swimming, it's a privilege. and
Oh
a
my
pleasure.
god, this mother. See, one thing which I always loved about Mukesh Ambani is his cars. But another thing which has really been annoying, every time you see an interview with this dude, every time, it's just him answering like he's being interviewed by the police and he's practiced everything. You can meet this dude at Starbucks and you'll be like, oh shit, Mukesh Ambani, how are you? He's like, dear my friend, it's a pleasure talking to you. How are you? It is so nice to meet. Like, dude, just act like a human for once.
It is all mine.
Thank you. Despite the high profile of your business empire, very little is known about you as a person, Mukesh. Why do you choose to keep a low profile?
Well, see me, I'm very focused in what I do, and it's important for me to achieve an end game and end goal. And actually, I've never thought of profiles.
People who work with you, they know that it is your leadership and vision that drives the company. But since you're so low-key, the outside world doesn't know it. You rarely give interviews.
I believe that it's important to build a world-class business.
Sure.
And we are not in the show business to keep ourselves in public glare or
Ah! Simi Garewal. I'm so sorry I butchered your name. But this is the first time she's meeting a man who just doesn't give a shit about what anyone thinks about him. Like, this is a dude who can buy your entire company 15,000 times and still have money enough to buy like 100 Rolls Royces. He just said that I'm in the business of making money. I'm not in the business of shows or satisfying people or imagery or something. Like, look at him. He's not an attractive man. But what makes him attractive is his mindset. And that's something which requires a ton of respect. Like, good on you, son.
But it's not a reticence or a shyness.
No, I'm basically a shy person. I'm basically an introvert, if you may. And I have really not thought that it is
An introverted female? What?
a person. I'm basically an introvert, if you may.
He's an introverted female?
And I have really not thought that it is important to project oneself.
Because when Time magazine selected you for the leaders of the new millennium, you didn't even have a photograph to give them.
I told all my friends that they made a mistake.
Oh, come on. I asked a friend of yours, what's Mukesh Ambani all about? He said 2 words, humility and fearlessness. That's an unusual combination, Mukesh.
It's not unusual at all. It's just very rare, okay? Unusual and rare is very different. I'm going to forward a bit.
Stanford, class of 81. Did you know what your future course would be? Did you have a planned life?
No, Sim, I did not. In fact, I was very keen to do the Young Professionals program and work in the World Bank. I interviewed, and then I got a call from my father.
Don't you dare.
No, he said that it's your choice. We are going to build a polyester plant, and it's going to be built from scratch. And if you want to go ahead and lead this project, you can come back.
Oh, really? He gave you that much freedom?
And I didn't want to miss the opportunity, so I took the next flight and got back home.
So suppose you didn't have Reliance to come back to, in that sense, what would you be doing perhaps today?
I would be a professor, a teacher.
Really?
Wow. Mukesh Ambani as a professor? Okay, not that he's a very ecstatic personality. He isn't. Let's move on to something else. I always wanted to see this one with Amitabh Bachchan and his wife.
People that I'd known who could dictate things to me, and I'd allow him to do that.
But you felt that before you even really got to know him.
When I met him first, I saw danger, yes.
But you needed somebody like that.
I think so.
What
You know,
the?
because-
She just said that I wanted to meet someone who was a dangerous man. And then Simi Agrawal said that, but you liked that, didn't you? You wanted someone who was dangerous. And then she's like, yeah, that's cool. Look at this dude. He's dangerous. Wow.
You would only respect somebody who you could look up to.
You know, it's not because, as I said, dictate things to me, but it's just that even if he said something to me mildly, I'd do them. I'd want to please him, and that's something that does not come to me very easily and naturally, to want to please people.
And 25 years later, it's just the other way around. How beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic that,
People can change. So would you say, to use a cliche, it was like love at first sight for you?
I think so.
Oh, that's so cute. How many couples do you see nowadays who are doing that on television? Not young people, like people who's been like 25 years in marriage and they still like very cute with each other. Like you can tell that he's trying to be a tough guy, but he likes it. That's cute.
Was it the same for you?
no, love at first sight is a connotation that has been so badly abused in spoken word and written word.
Oh. Husbands are the same, aren't they? This poor woman, look at her face. She asked Amitabh Bachchan, so was it love at first sight for you? And Amitabh Bachchan was like, no, it wasn't. So I believe people nowadays, love at first sight is not a real thing. That poor wife.
Same for you?
No, love at first sight is a connotation that has been so badly abused in
Vendeka, look at her face. She's like, she just needs a little bit of gooch.
spoken word and written word that, it's lost its meaning and
Yeah,
value.
that's true.
So we don't want to be put in that category. I liked her face when I saw her photograph. I liked her eyes. I saw that traditional.
He couldn't find anything. I loved her face, her eyes, and I saw that traditional. So fucking funny.
A conservative blend that I thought that I would be searching for in my future wife. When I met her, I realized that along with that came several other goodies, so the pun is unintended. So I just said, fine, this is it.
So did you feel you were the first to make a commitment to the relationship?
I don't know.
In your heart?
You don't know? How can you say that?
I mean, was I the first to make a commitment? Maybe.
You know the beautiful thing about this thing, we haven't made a commitment as yet. Believe it or not. We're still groping in the dark. It's amazing.
Shit. Okay. So here's what happened after the interview. They both went back home. Not even no. They were on the way back home, being driven, and on the backseat of the car, they were not talking to each other, and they fought. 100%. Gosh.
Jerry, was it your own decision to give up acting?
It just happened. There was no decision. I mean,
Duty. Isn't that from like that famous movie? Was it your decision to give up acting? And she's like, oh, there's no decision. Shut up.
I was tired of doing what I was doing continuously. Nothing new was coming forward.
But Jerry, when his name comes into the gossip columns, do you question him?
No.
No, he doesn't. Okay. Lovely interview. Let's move on to another one. Final one for today. Let's see.
4 years.
Boston?
Yes.
How did you get to Boston?
How was she?
I went for a vacation actually. Then I went to this school, my cousin's school, and they were having these IQ tests and everything. And the counselor was like, "Oh, go in. Why don't you give one as well?" I gave it. I apparently did well, and
I'm not sure if she knows how tests work, but in case there's an exam happening, no one just says, "Go in. You also write the test and come back." He's walking through the street, and he's like, "Oh, there's a IPS exam. Go write and come. It's fine."
The school invited me to study, and they got my visa done, and I stayed back.
But this is cool. It was an IQ test.
Yeah.
GK, IQ, there's all forthcoming events casting their shadows before them. The stage was being set.
Pictures that are taken at home,
Oh no, she looks sick. Oh, this is what you send? This? And then...
And they sent it in.
But how did you find out that they'd done this?
I was actually in the middle of tuitions and I was watching Meera Naam Joker. I'll never forget that. Yeah, it's a beautiful movie. It's one of my favorites. And I got a phone call and I just picked it up and was like, hello. She's like, oh, hi, I'm calling from Femina and this is Ila. Your preliminary contest is in 4 days and this is the hotel and you'll have to come there. There are about 500 girls chosen. So we'll see you there. No makeup, bring high heels and I'll see you there. Okay, bye. I was just like, wait, how could Femina know I live in Bareilly? And she knew my name. So I was really excited. I was like,
that's insane, man. I just think, do you think she regretted it ever? Do you think that she ever thought, in case my parents did that before asking me, would her life be different? What do you guys think? I'm just interested. It's just weird, I have no idea what fame is, and I hope I never do, because it's a curse, honestly. But I just really hope that she has no regrets. That's all I want to say. She's so talented. All these people are talented. It's not like the stupid celebrities of today where they have everything which they need because of nepotism or whatever. But these people, they worked hard for it. And I respect for that. And if you feel like you want to speak like them, talk like them, then send us a message on WhatsApp. I have professional teachers who can teach you. But if you enjoyed this video and if you feel like we are worth it, hit the subscribe button or the like button so that we know what to make and what not to make. And give us some other suggestions which you want me to react to. But until then, have a lovely week ahead and take care.